What if I told you that Africa accounts for 17% of the global population, but generates only 3% of the world's electricity? What if I told you that Africa has some of the largest and richest mineral resources on Earth, but less than 1 in 4 living in sub-Saharan Africa have access to their own national electricity grids? Poor infrastructure means that the very resources that could reduce poverty and diminish dependence on foreign aid go untapped. Africa, it seems, does not utilize its own wealth. So what if I now told you that there's an African company harnessing Africa's resources and enabling a whole continent to reach its global potential through electricity? Conco develops substations and provide cabling to transmit and distribute power from a variety of African utility companies. Voltage is lowered to the required level and lowered again through a series of switch gears and taken to the surrounding areas, spurring the next phase of Africa's economic development. But why does that matter? Well, think about electricity like diamonds. Diamonds are only valuable because of the skilled process of extraction, cutting, and polishing. Before they become the ring on a woman's finger or the Rolex on a man's wrist, they are only stones. Energy is no different. It's nothing until people can use it. And Conco is the conduit that puts it in the hands of people that give it value. Conco has already completed in excess of 450 projects in 14 African countries, successfully overcoming every challenge the land has to offer. They are the only company in Africa to have completed this many projects. 50% of Conco's revenue comes from Africa, with the rest coming from South Africa. It starts with land surveys. When all requirements are met, Conco begins the process of creating the vital networks that will deliver power to the continent's most remote regions. A site office is established before the land is prepared for the concrete plinths on which the substation stands. The next phase involves one of Conco's many original design developments, the EarthMat. It is a network of copper wires laid into the ground that keep voltage down and form part of an advanced protection system. After the EarthMat is laid, overhead power lines are erected and construction on the housing for the high voltage substation begins. Outdoor line towers and overhead line insulators are installed. The large-scale use of such specialized parts and equipment has enabled Conco to create secure relationships with premium local and international suppliers and inspired a best-of-breed philosophy, the knowledge of whose products are superior and the commitment to using only those suppliers. After all, if your business is energy, safety cannot be sacrificed. All Conco substations are also home to automations and control systems, an in-house control system that is completely customizable and ensures no affiliates are required, offering complete control and independence. Did you know that just one small substation is enough to power 2,000 suburban homes? But those are just numbers. The real return is far more human. Powering mining industries, textile factories, farms and homes means opportunity for those who would otherwise never know upliftment. Jobs are provided, feeding families and educating children. Reducing the grip poverty has held Africa in for decades. But Conco isn't just in the business of substations. In a world focused on the need to find alternative sources of energy, Conco now builds wind farms, each with the ability to provide enough power for 2,000 RDB homes. That is half the amount of houses in Diepsloot. These are the possibilities afforded by Conco, and these are the opportunities that really matter. Africa has finally begun walking the long path towards development, and being part of the next chapter of this extraordinary continent requires a collaborator that can guarantee returns that not only fulfill the highest financial ideals, but also have the possibility to transform nations, to change the lives of investors and the lives of those they invest in. So what if I now told you that you could be a part of Africa's future?